Thank you, KT. May I now call on Mr. Shiva Prasad Susaria.
Well, I hope this applause is a signal of encouragement and not a sign of asking me to stop before I start. We use that trick sometimes, right? So, Yendaro Mahanubhavulu Andariki Vandanamu. I cannot think of a better line to begin today than this first line from a famous Indian devotional song, which is considered to be one of the 5 gems, not germs, gems of Indian Carnatic music. It means, and this is serious, many, many great people assembled here. Salutations and greetings to one and all. Thank you for voting me. I'll still take that as a sign of encouragement. KT so eloquently spoke about everything I want to say, so my 30-minute speech has now become a 8-minute or 5-minute speech. There are more worthy speakers in the audience, but thanks for recognizing me and giving me this opportunity. I will cover all your inputs. It's amazing how we grow to love, adore the very people, the institution, the environment that we crib about during the first phase. You know, maybe that is what psychologists call the Stockholm syndrome. We are here today because of the prayers, the good wishes, the blessings of all our well-wishers, our friends, our family, our professors. And it's a very emotional occasion for all of us. It's a very happy occasion. AIM has changed us all in a lot of ways. I'm known to be a very abrasive and obnoxious speaker. I have that reputation. My dad always used to advise, never step on people's toes. Unfortunately, I developed a personality where I jumped on people's toes. So, never helped me. In fact, the first month of my undergraduate engineering program back in India, there was a public forum very similar to this. I said something so nasty to the head of department of the computer science department. I was specializing in computer science. He took personal interest in me after that. I didn't fail, I didn't pass any of the lab exams the next 2 years. In fact, even at AI, I managed to do something very, very similar. It's an achievement. Right, the first week was one of my favorite professors. I remember this was a case about a monkey. Ventilation system. I don't know who wrote it. But anyway, I raised my hand. The professor was asking for CP, so I raised my hand, said something so nasty. He's a kind professor, but I pissed him off. I'm sorry for the language. He immediately put me in my place. He said, young man, this is your first week at the MBA program. If I were you, I would be a little more careful of expressing my disagreement. I was trembling in my shoes. I told my seatmate, some of you might remember Vinod Natarajan. I told my seatmate, okay, this place is not for me. I'm packing my bags and leaving. At the end of the class, the professor came to me, he says, don't worry, I'm kinder than I look. My takeaway, AIM gives you a chance to develop, it gives you a second chance. I got a second chance. I believe, and my wife will vouch for it, I believe I'm a less abrasive, less obnoxious speaker today. So thank you, AIM, for that. We Indians have a deep emotional connection with AI. You know, thousands of years ago, we had gurukulams in India. Now, a loose translation of gurukulams is schools. So, in these gurukulams, master teachers unraveled the secrets of the divine scriptures to eager students. After the education was complete, they used to let them go into the world, so they made their mark. In a sector where schools sell their placement figures, it is refreshing and encouraging to find a school that stresses on the education and not just on the jobs. It is refreshing. It gives us reason for optimism, reason to cheer. On the flip side, however, I'm answerable to my to all the people who voted for me. I have to cover their inputs. On the flip side, the world sometimes is unjust. Indian society is even more unjust. Right from the time I joined the MBA, whenever I chat, talk, meet anyone in India, they say, okay, when is your placement? How much salary are you expecting? When are you getting a job? Which companies are you targeting? This is the only thing that I listen about. I'm eager to tell them what I've learned. I'm eager to tell them my new discounted cash flow technique. They are not interested. Where did you get a job? What salary did you get? Is it comparable to IIMs? Because that's what they know about. In fact, 3 days back, one of my good friends got married in India. So he tells me there were 3,000 guests. Okay, so each one of them, we have in our wedding receptions, we have a stage, and the groom and the bride are standing here, and the guests are coming to greet them one by one. So each of the 3,000 guests came to him and asked him what job he got. Our man is no less, he asked them for the business cards. I'm saying all this to request you to empathize with us about the kind of peer societal pressure that we face back in India. One of my good friends decided to stay back for the graduation today, even though he was done on November 28th. I told him, touched by your spirit of camaraderie, friendship. He says, no, I'm too scared to go home. So the point I'm making here is, apologize for any transgressions that we may have committed because of our eagerness to get a job. It was not meant to step on anyone's toes, like in my usual style, but just out of eagerness, desperation.
Okay,
that's basically what I want. Another big takeaway for me from EIM is my understanding of the concept of fairness. I once spoke in a public forum some time back about fairness. So after the speech, a lady sitting in the front